it's Leo, and it's finally time for Cure Butterfly to join us. Aga is finally here. Cure Butterfly has joined the team, and what an iconic moment. What an iconic debut. What an iconic first episode for a Cure. It's episode 18. Is she a mid-season Cure? Is she a starting Cure? It's hard to pinpoint, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I feel like this was a very iconic and also a very different episode than everything we have seen. And it's so nice when we look back at the franchise. 20 years after the start of the franchise, it's still reinventing itself. It's still bringing something new. It's still bringing something fresh to the table. And I feel like that's what they did with this episode. The pacing was super fast, super nice. The way she was born, it was also very interesting. It was like she knew that she was becoming her butterfly. The fighting scene, her attack, her transformation, everything feels very unique. And this is one thing that I am going to keep on bragging about. Baby, Cure Butterfly is here. So let's talk about episode 18. We start the episode with a very nice scene, and look, I am gonna have to say this. It's very nice that we started the episode with a fighting scene, and this fighting scene was better than every fighting scene from Tropical Rouge PreCure, except from 29 and 45. So it's like, it was not even the main fight of the episode, and it was so good. I'm not shading on Tropical Rouge, I'm just trying to say that this scene was so good. Like, it was such a good fighting scene, even though it was a very short one. We want to see the girls kicking ass. The girls and Wing kicking ass. We want to see them killing it. We want to see some interesting choreography. And that's what happened at the start of the episode. That's what they delivered. And it was very nice. Wing saving the boy, who later we get to know it's Takeru, also great. And, you know, very, very iconic. And also iconic that Wing was able to deliver the final blow. I think there were two reasons. One, Wing hasn't used that attack as a finisher that much. And second, because we needed for it to be fast. And that attack is obviously shorter than Updraft Shining. And then we get to the plot of the episode. Aga is finally starting her training on field. She is starting her teaching, and she is helping at a nursery home, and that's what she was doing, working with kids. And look, I really love the scenario of this episode because everything was super fast. The narrative was so good. Everything that they showed Aga doing, she was doing with the utmost wanting, longing. She really is trying her best to become the best nursery school teacher in the world. And the way she was talking, she started talking about the PreCures there, and the kids were like, "Oh, are you a PreCure too, teacher?" And the kids like, oh, it was so funny. And I work at a school as well, so I know the feeling, even though I don't work with small kids like that. I know the feeling, I know how that is, and the way she was trying to get off the situation, but not being able to, and you know, taking lots of letters to the Cures then a little later. It was amazing. And look, I love the characterization from every single character in Hirogaru. Cure Wing as Tsubasa the little bird, he is so adorable, and the tsundere personality is also amazing. The way he was trying to not get too excited about the letters he was getting. But you know, he cannot hide. Oh my god. And when Aga went to hug him and he jumped and became human Tsubasa, it was so amazing. And the girls, Sora and Mashiro, they were so excited. They were having so much fun with the situation and also with the presence of Aga. And I like that Aga is also some sort of inspiration for the girls and for Tsubasa as well. Because, you know, they see her working hard for her goal. They see her, how determined she is. And I forgot to talk about a very important scene for this episode at the start, after the fighting scene with Batamonda, when he looked at Aga. And it's very funny because Kabaton used to call Ageha a secondary character. He used to call lots of characters secondary characters. And now, with Batamonda, it's different, but it feels the same. And at the end, she was like, "Oh, yeah, I think I'm kind of an extra." And the girls were all like, "No, you are a real part of our team. Because of everything you do, you're able to make us fight better," and so on. I like her integration in the team, and I feel like it only works because Hirogaru Sky has made its point across the episodes and across the narrative so far. They worked so well with Ageha. She has a connection with every character from the cast, basically. Maybe except for Yo-Yo, but I don't think Yo-Yo matters that much. But from the main cast, at least, she has a connection with every single character. And a good developed connection with everyone. So that is really, really nice. But at the same time, she is still an extra because she doesn't fight with them. She doesn't have powers. She is the only one in the group that doesn't have something special about her. As in, not special, but as in magical about her. But things will change. Obviously, we knew it. It took a little while, but it happened. And I love that the episode did not take long to actually arrive in the most important fighting scene of the episode. So we have Takeru being very inspired by the cures, and he wants to be the strongest to protect and to punish people for wrongdoings. But it's interesting that him being a very, very young child, he doesn't know how to differentiate among actions that have to be punished and actions that you can talk and you can resolve things by talking, by dialoguing. He doesn't know that. He's a very young child, and he starts punishing another young companion of him at the school, and like he is wrong by doing that. But in his mind, he is working the same as the cures. And at the end of the day, that is for him what he was trying to do. And so he got very angry at Ageha. He ran away. When Ageha went after him, she found Batamonda already ready to attack. And it was funny because the girls were watching and trying to see what Ageha was doing. The animation in this episode was so on point every single time. I feel like Sora and Mashiro, they really look like girlfriends, because they're so together and they were so in sync. Every single scene of them in this episode, they were doing things together as a couple. It was so cute. I mean, not as a couple, but, it was so cute. And then when Batamonda attacked, the cures transformed, they appeared in the fight, and the fighting scene started. The fighting scene before was also cool, until they trapped the cures in that under energy. That was part of Batamonda's plan. And that's when things started to get a little bit more interesting. From one side of the narrative, I felt like the episode dragged a little bit at this part because it was a long scene with Ageha only before becoming Pure Butterfly. But I feel like it had a point in being like that, which was Ageha took Takeru and she started running in circles around the Landborg until the Landborg got dizzy. That was to show Ageha is a hero, and she can be a hero in someone's life without being a cure. She doesn't need to have magical or special powers to be Takeru's hero. And that's what Takeru told her. Takeru was ready to acknowledge her, Ageha, as his hero. Just like Cure Wing, Ageha was his hero, and for him that was enough. And she also, and I feel like this is going to play more as in people's lives in general, like especially little kids. Like little kids can look at their teachers and see them as their heroes as well. Not only little kids, we can all see teachers and people that work around us as heroes because of what they do. Because sometimes it takes heroic action to wake up, get out of your bedroom, go to work. It's not something easy to do every single day of your life. There are days that are going to be hard. Going to school, going to work, and all other things can be heroic actions depending on the situation. And I feel like that scene was to show that little things or humans with human powers are also heroes. So I really liked that. But after that scene, when everything was a little bit more chill, Batamonda was like, you have no powers, what else can you do? And she took away her ponytail, the hair was down, she was ready. And I love that in that moment, it seemed like she already felt that she was a cure, that she had the power inside her. And that pink beam just gleamed, and the pen appeared for her, the Mirage pen appeared for her. She didn't seem surprised. It was like she was ready to become a cure. And she was the one to ask Elle for powers. It was not the other way around, which the girls conquered the powers and Elle gave them the power like it was, both of them felt it at the same time. No, this time Agha felt it and she was like, Elle, it's your turn, give me my cure powers, baby. And that's what she did. That was so cool, and that's why I was saying this is so different, this is so unique. I don't remember a cure that appeared a little later being born like this, I just don't. It just feels so fresh, so new, and I love that Hirogaru is really breaking the mold in so many aspects. I just love it. And she was ready to become Pure Butterfly, and that's what she did with the utmost gorgeous transformation I have ever seen in my life. No, I might be reaching, I don't know. It's gonna take a little time for me to, understand my feelings about this transformation, but what I can say for now is that I am absolutely in love. What a great transformation. I love Yoshiyama Yu's work. She is incredible. I love her style of animation, and it worked perfectly for Pure Butterfly. It worked perfectly for her. Girl, it just was gorgeous. And Agha became Pure Butterfly. She was ready to fight, and that's what she did. Girl, first things first, I would never say Pure Butterfly would be a shield user. I would never imagine that in my life. But there she was with the butterfly shield, baby. I was like, girl, is my favorite a shielder again? Because last season my favorite was Spicy and she had a shield. Her shield worked, so I was happy. And Butterfly's shield worked very nicely in this episode as well. Very cool. But she had other abilities as well. The first one being a dodger, kind of like Kuroskai. Kuroskai does that a lot, and Butterfly also did it. And then she threw a pink butterfly with a kiss. Girl, I am sorry. D-I-V-A, diva. She is a pure diva, and that's what she did. And then she used her nursery teacher abilities in the Renborg, and she defeated it with the most gorgeous attack. Hirogaru Butterfly Press. When I was reacting to the attack, I did not understand what she was saying, but it's press. Very nice. I really like that butterfly thing that she creates to use the attack. Girl, she is just that. She is that girl. She is that girl. There's no other thing to say about her. There's just no other thing to say. She's that girl. I'm that girl. Beyonce, I love you. And then she hugs Takeru, very cute. I love the reaction of the Cures. And even from Elle at that moment, embracing the Cure Butterfly is now part of the team with the antennas. I love that. And the way Butterfly also reacts to that, saying that now she's ready to fight, I also love it. And her message to Batamonda was also very important. One, because she is the adult of the group, so she's obviously going to be the most protective one, the one who wants to protect the others the most. And second, I feel like it was also a lesson to Takeru, because Takeru has to learn to use his power and his strength to protect other people as well, not only to attack and defeat, because that's what Cures do as well. And obviously a threat to Batamonda, because Batamonda is now very scared of Cure Butterfly. Do I sense a rivalry coming up? Even though I do want to see Cure Wing punching him in the face. Cure Wing deserves that moment for sure. And at the end of the episode, we have Ageha moving in to Mashiro's and Yo-Yo's house because she is now a cure. She wants to live with them. They have to be close to each other. She is part of the team. And again, I have to say, the animation in that last scene, it was just everything. Everything was so in place. The animation of this episode was so in place. I feel like in the last few seasons, we had the mid-seasons joining during this time. And I feel like that's more or less what they try to do, like get the animation from mid-season cures in this episode. Even though it was obviously not a big stakes episode like most mid-seasons are. It was just a regular one. But I don't feel like they were trying to replicate mid-season style in Butterfly at all. Like, Butterfly became a cure in a very unique way. It just felt like it was Ageha's story and the other characters, the other cures were just reacting to it. You know, they were the audience, just like us. Sora, Mashiro, and Tsubasa, and even Elle, they were the audience, just like us. You know, they were just watching it. They were just paying attention. And I love it. You know, I love that they're trying new types of narratives. It worked perfectly in this episode, and I'm very excited for the next one because we're going to see the new weapon. Butterfly and Wing are going to be able to create this new weapon, this new power. Butterfly and Wing are seen together holding hands. I think they are creating the weapon. I don't think they're going to attack together. Maybe this is going to be a solo Butterfly weapon. Well, we're going to discover next week in episode 19. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Girl, Pure Butterfly, I love you. I'm so happy. Now for my hero corner. It's very hard to choose one hero corner for this episode. I could say it's Butterfly's transformation, but I won't consider the transformation a scene from this episode. So my hero corner is when she blew a kiss throwing a butterfly bomb at the enemy. I don't know, I could say so many other scenes, but I'm gonna choose that one because it just shows how iconic Pure Butterfly is to me. I just love that moment a lot. So that is my hero corner. That is, I could say also the scene where she puts her hair down, the dialogue after she defeats the Lenborg with the girls, lots of different scenes, but I'm gonna choose the bomb kiss bomb, the butterfly bomb. I don't know how we can call that, but that is unique. Anyways, babies, this is it for now, my opinion on episode 18. Please leave a comment with yours. Let's keep talking in the comment box below. Anyways, just want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up channel, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.